Hello friends, welcome to Ali Blues EduSoft Free Education YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss Business Studies Plus 1 first chapter. Let's get into the video. Hello friends, in this section we are going to study about the term auxiliaries to trade. We have completed our discussion of what industry is and its classification. Also a part or a subcategory of commerce, trade and its different subclassifications in the earlier sections. In this video we are moving on to the discussion of auxiliaries to trade. Before moving on to the auxiliaries to trade, kindly remember the equation of commerce. Commerce is equal to trade plus auxiliaries to trade. The trade section is over and now moving on to auxiliaries to trade. In this chart you can see that auxiliaries to trade are of 5 different types. Even we have more types here. For the teaching purpose you have given 5 different terms. They are transportation, warehousing, insurance, banking and finance, then advertising. So these 5 are the important auxiliaries to trade or aids to trade factors. These factors, what they do is they help in the smooth flow of carrying out of various trade activities. Okay, so what are auxiliaries to trade? They are a lot of activities that facilitates the process of trade. So moving on to auxiliaries to trade and its description. The term commerce, it includes trade and aids to trade, the services which help in removing various hindrances which arise in the process of buying and selling of goods, and these are called auxiliaries to trade. In the earlier sections we have discussed about what are the hindrances that may cause in the process of trade, and these auxiliaries to trade are there for removing of these hindrances. So I'll repeat what are the hindrances and how can it be removed in this section as a part of revision. In the process of trade there are various hindrances like hindrances of place, hindrances of time, hindrances of knowledge and hindrances of finance, also hindrances of risk. And how can hindrance of place be removed is with the help of transportation. Hindrance of time, it can be removed with the help of warehousing. Hindrance of knowledge can be removed with the help of advertising. Hindrance of finance can be removed with the help of banking. Hindrance of risk can be removed with the help of insurance and proper packaging. So these are the hindrances and the ways by which these hindrances can be removed. So transportation, banking and insurance, warehousing, communication and advertising, these are considered or regarded as the aids to trade or auxiliaries to trade. First one is transportation. In transportation, production of goods generally takes place in a particular location. In certain locations of the country, production takes place. There cannot be production happened in all parts of a particular region. There may be some regions which are allotted by the government for the setting up of manufacturing unit or industrial units for the production purpose. So that takes place in particular locations. These goods are required for consumption in different parts of the country. So if production is taking place in a particular part of a country, the consumers of that particular region can only get access to the goods which are produced. But all the people of the country may be in need of the goods which are produced in that particular industrial unit. So how can it be possible for the consumers of different locations to get the goods which are produced in different industrial units? So in this, here comes the term called transportation that helps in the removing the hindrance of place. For instance, we can say an example that tea, it is mainly produced in Assam. We know that the largest producer of tea in India is the state Assam. But we know that the tea, it is consumed all over India. How can it be possible? It is possible through the activities of transportation. The hindrance of place, it is removed with the help of various transportation facilities like road transport, rail transport, air transport. Also we can say about water transport. The hindrance, it is removed through various transportation facilities like road transport, then about rail transport, also air transport and water transport. So this is about transportation. Next is about the banking and finance. Banking activities, it cannot be undertaken unless funds are available for acquiring assets and meeting day-to-day expenses. We know that finance, it is the lifeblood of business, and without appropriate finance, we cannot run the daily activities which are involved in a business. So, if the funds are not available for meeting the day-to-day expenses and for the purchase of assets of business activities will be interrupted and could not be undertaken. Business can run only with the help of adequate finance. And for the removing of the hindrance of insufficiency of finance in the business firms, banks play its important role. Banks, what they do is they help the business firms to overcome the business finance problems by giving necessary funds. Some banks, they give in terms of the collateral security that a particular business is giving the bank. They involve in many financial activities like collection of checks, then remittance of funds to different places, then bill of exchange, also discounting of bills. So all these activities, it is carried out by the banks for ensuring a free flow of uninterrupted working of business activities. Thus, we can say that the hindrance of finance, it can be removed with the help of banking. So bank, it plays a very crucial role in the business activities. So this is a second auxiliary to trade. Next is the insurance. Insurance, it involves various types of risk. Business having main risk can be get with the help of insurance activities. Factory, building, machinery, goods in stock or transit are subject to the risk of damages. It can be of the risk of loss too. These risks can be arise due to fire, natural calamities, accidents, etc. So what the insurance sector does is, the risk which can be fulfilled with the help of various schemes will be done by the insurance sector, thus minimizing the hindrance of risk. Employees also are protected from the risk of accidents. Insurance policies also, it provides for the protection in all such cases. So the hindrance of risk, it can be minimized or covered with the insurance schemes. Next is about the warehousing. We know that there is a time gap that is existing between the production and consumption of goods. Production of goods takes place in one point of time, and its consumption, it may be taking place at another point of time in another day. So the difference or the period of gap may be high. So for this much period, the products need to be, or the goods for the final consumption need to be stored in a particular place, and that place may be like godowns or warehouses, and the place of storage is dependent on the category of products which are produced. The goods produced may be of perishable nature, also it can be of non-perishable nature. If the goods are of perishable nature, then it needs to be stored in cold storages. And if it is of non-perishable, it can be stored in proper warehouses. And these goods need to be kept in good condition and should be available them as and when required. Warehousing, it helps the business firms to overcome the problem of storage and also facilitates the availability of goods when and as and when needed. The successful operation of a business, it requires that there must be a proper storage of goods and services for the ultimate consumption. Warehousing, also the warehousing people, what they do is that also stabilizes the prices. How it stabilizes the prices means it equalizes the supply of goods to the market. So equalizing the supply of goods is another important factor or another important point which is involved in the warehousing of goods. So by proper and neat warehousing, hindrance of time can be removed. Next is about advertising. In earlier part itself, we have explained that the hindrance of knowledge is removed through the advertisement sector. Advertisement, it plays an important role in the process marketing. Through advertisement, consumers get information about a particular product and its use. Many consumers may be using the products which are of older in nature and they are not aware of the new products or the innovative products which are in the present market. So, the idea of advertising is that to make aware of consumers about the new and creative products for the easy purpose and for the easy use. So, how they get to know about the products is through advertising. Now, advertising is mainly done in online platforms or through the social media. Through the social media platforms, advertisements are given for the consumers to aware about the new and innovative products which are present in the new market. It is one of the most important devices which are designed to capture the attention of prospective customers and to create the interest in the products which would ultimately turn into sales. So the idea of advertising is to make the products available for the ultimate consumers, to aware about the products, also making that advertisement into increased sales volume for the business firms. Thus, advertisement, what it does is it removes the hindrance of knowledge in the process of trade. Various means of advertisements are available. This includes newspaper, TV, magazine, radio and internet. And next is the communication. Communication, it is the last auxiliary of trade. Communication means exchange of ideas, facts and figures, opinions, emotions, information, etc. between two or more persons. The successful operation of the business requires that there must be proper communication between the buyer and seller. There must be a proper channel of communication between the buyer of goods as well as with the seller of goods. Next is about the communication between them is required for placing order, making complaints as well as for making payments and deciding about the terms of transactions. The various means of communication are telephone, now mobile phones, then email and also through the communication of other social media platforms. So this is all about the auxiliaries to trade. First one is transportation, next banking and finance, next one is insurance, next warehousing. So this is all about the auxiliaries to trade, and if you have any doubts regarding auxiliaries to trade, kindly email your enquiries to the email below. Also, comment in the comment box if you have any doubts. Also, like, share and subscribe to Alibros EduSoft Free Education YouTube channel. Thank you.